Alright, I'll take a small bit of tea.
Yeah, that's the attitude, Dylan. There you go. Small bit of tea.
No.
Go pour it in the toilet like a tea party.
You're going for it, right?
What?
Small bit of tea?
No,
I'll take a sip.
I'm a proud American.
You gotta try it. Americans are willing to try stuff.
I'll try it. I don't think I'll like
harbor. Yeah.
Are you going for it? Small splash of tea?
I can't have caffeine now.
Why can't you have caffeine?
Because I won't be able to go to bed.
Level 2, he's level 1. Hey David, you got room for one?
We got room. We got room. Welcome.
So what is the sweet tea?
We don't have a chair though. We need a chair. Can we get a chair?
We have lots of chairs.
My name's David. How are you?
Hi, Callista.
What is it?
Callista.
Callista, I'm glad you're here. We're at first level. They've been out for the last 2 weeks, so they're doing character creation right now. I don't know if you already have a character.
Yeah, I've been messing around with one.
Awesome, awesome. First level?
Yeah.
So we're playing Keys of the Golden Vault. Are you familiar with it?
Yes.
You're watching D&D online, or you know what Watsy's up to, right? So it's heist adventures. So each heist, you know, there's like 13 of them in the book. This is the first level heist. We kind of level up after each heist. And the format is we do like a week of reconnaissance, a week of planning, and then we do the heist. So this is the third week. So the party has already, you know, done the reconnaissance, and they are going to try to execute a heist tonight to try to steal a large gemstone from a museum. The museum thinks it's a gemstone. They have reason to believe that it's an eldritch egg that's going to hatch tonight at midnight. So they have to get it out of the museum and to a professor who's going to, you know, prevent it from becoming Cthulhu.
Okay.
We do have, unfortunately, some table rules, which I hate to present to you right now. Are you willing to play a tabaxi?
We're all tabaxi.
As a race, right? Cat people? And are you willing to have as one of your kind of character personality traits modeled after one of Batman's rogues gallery? Joker, Penguin. I think we've already got you're Ra's al Ghul-ish. Your family was like a mob family, so you got some of that.
I forget.
No, you're Clayface or Two-Face. You're a mob guy.
Two-Face.
You're a Two-Face. You're Clayface.
I'm Catwoman.
You're Catwoman, but you look like Julie Newmar from the original Batman series.
Correct. Joker.
You got Joker now. So you're. It doesn't have to be your Joker. It could be somehow you're related to the personality archetype, right? So.
I like to make pencils disappear.
It's a great magic trick. And now you see it?
That's an NC-7.
Now you don't.
But we'll do character stuff in a minute. So you got the general, and it's a we're beginner table, right? So we're not going that fast. We're taking our time. Everything's fine. Did you want a cup of white tea?
No, I'm good.
Just a splash?
I'll take
see
a
if it's poisonous.
small bit.
You try it first.
Yeah, she'll go first for everybody.
I've forgotten your name. I'm sorry.
McKenna.
McKenna, and you're Chris. Chris, would you like a splash of poisonous tea?
Poison.
Tell me your name again. You just told me I'm a bad person. Your name is
Callista?
Callista.
Callista.
Callista. Would you like a splash of potentially poisonous white tea?
I'm alright.
I hate tea, and so we're trying to be convinced that tea is delicious. So
I like the tea you were talking about. I get the sweet, spicy, good earth tea.
Yeah.
How's it possible to hate tea?
That or sweet tea from like the south.
It just tastes like leaves. It doesn't taste like anything. It's not strong enough.
Do you drink coffee?
I do. I drink a lot of coffee.
I love coffee.
Do you put anything in it?
What does coffee taste like to you?
Coffee.
Deliciousness. But do you put a bunch of stuff in it to make it taste good? In your coffee, do you put a bunch of stuff in it to make it taste good? I drink it black.
I have discovered I also don't like coffee.
Depends on the what type of
This
coffee.
tastes like water.
Yeah, it's the lightest possible
I'd rather just drink
you
water.
could possibly have.
You want to pass this around?
Oh yeah, you also tried
And no one, McKenna, you wanted no tea?
No, thanks.
Chris, you wanted
Nobody else
I
wanted
thought you
tea.
wanted tea.
No, that's it. You're good.
I told you I can't have caffeine.
This has
That's
caffeine
it.
in it?
I'll take a sip then.
There you go. Good
There you
man. Good man.
Tea is caffeine.
Tea has caffeine.
This is just
Coffee
water.
has got caffeine in it.
What is this?
You want a splash?
I want to try.
Here, I'll take it, Glenn, since you don't want it.
No, it's just water.
Yeah. Like this literally has no taste.
Yeah, well that's exactly what she's saying, is that how can you hate tea if it has...
But I'd rather than just drink water.
Well that's okay, but can you say you hate it?
Oh, I never said I hated it. He did.
So, that's what,
I drink a certain
I
type
think
of
that's
tea.
what the point is here. Is she's showing him he doesn't need to hate it.
Did you mess up all my dice?
He's down. He's out.
Like you said, no flavor.
No, it tastes like water. Like
Pretty much.
yeah. It's like when you drink a LaCroix and it's supposed to taste like something. It just tastes like static. Unless somebody likes LaCroix.
He skipped on defense. He's like, it was worth it.
Are we going with the Monsters of the Multiverse tabaxi or?
I don't know. The one we took was plus.
Volos. I think we're Volos.
Yeah, I think it was Volos.
What?
That's the one.
So what's the modifier on it? Is it the?
It's plus 2 dex, plus 1 con, I believe. I wrote it. Yeah. No, not con, charisma. Charisma.
That's right.
Plus 2 dex, plus 1 charisma.
No,
So-
I had these left over.
And you have claws.
Yep. That you can
You
use
attack with 1d4. And you have climbing speeds.
of like 20 feet or 30 feet.
Yeah, it's 30.
Yeah.
Yeah, true story.
And
You have dark vision.
dark vision, and I think that they have.
That's all teams you really think about.
Feline agility, which means you can like essentially dash without the penalty of dashing once per day or something.
That's right.
It's a little I like team cohesion. You like team
Do we pick a class also or?
but she gets it
Yeah.
pretty color.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you're good?
I am a fighter, and he's a rogue.
No, he's a ranger.
Ranger, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
He's a rogue. What was this? What were you again?
I'm a illusionist wizard.
Wizard, and then what was Brian?
Brian's a cleric.
Cleric.
Alright,
So we're-
I'm
They won't
one
be here
rogue.
for 2 weeks.
Yeah, but he ain't gonna be here for 2 weeks.
We might need a cleric.
But we have 1 ranger, 1 rogue. I'm the fighter. He's the wizard. So just let you know, we can play obviously whatever the heck you want. But
Today is
Specifically people.
the 22nd, 23rd?
deuce.
Second. 22nd. It's Wednesday. It's Alakazam.
The year of our Lord and Savior 2023.
So you guys have already started character introductions.
Oh, it is 20 for climbing.
It's 30 speed and 20 climbing, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there's this
Glenn?
60
Foot.
once
You can get like
a day, I guess.
You're
Yeah,
playing
once a day
top
you can
card.
dash without it being a penalty.
armor.
So like I
And
think
top
you can
card
go,
is
the 60 feet
Remember the
and then
armor class works.
attack.
Well, it's based
But
off
that's
the,
only once per long rest, I think. So
I forget what it's based off.
Clarissa.
Based off of something.
Callista.
Callista.
Callista. That's a normal name. I should remember that one. I'm sorry. You have a character name?
You get 2 daggers.
I'll come up with one.
Okay. And do you know what class you're playing?
I can fill.
This is something else.
So
I forget.
I could do cleric. I could
Yes,
do
never
paladin.
really know.
I
Okay.
could do celestial warlock.
It's yeah.
So you know how to play D&D. You've done this before, yeah. They could probably use a cleric that knows what they're doing just because things are going to get pretty ugly pretty quick.
Oh, man. You just gave it away.
No, spoiler.
I thought we were going to be out. In and out.
Well, no. I mean, if you guys get in and out clean, that would be a miraculous event, right? But I don't see that happening. Chris, how we doing?
I hope it doesn't happen though.
Do you have a character name?
Oh, I'm gonna go with arcane stuff.
You're gonna go with a wizard of... Your name is Arcane.
Yeah.
Okay, so the tabaxis have stupid names.
Yeah, I'm Snow on the Mountain.
Oh, okay.
Brian
Like
is like
gum on the shoe.
yeah, like Brian is like
comic book in the
Feather on
rain.
river.
Swallow on the water.
Yeah, so.
Arcane on the bottom of a
Short
rock.
on pinkies.
What is it?
Short on pinkies.
Short on pinkies? Yeah, that works.
I tried to pitch somebody be smoke on the water and somebody else be fire in the sky, but nobody wanted to go for it. So
Short on pinkies, and what is short on pinkies?
Well, short on pinky toes.
And he's a rogue?
Yeah.
Friends with Arcane.
You playing a munchkin?
Huh?
You playing a munchkin?
No.
Oh, by myself.
yeah, we're all
McKenna.
normal size, and he decides he wants to play Munchkin.
Have you had a chance to do character creation? What do you got?
Kite.
Kite.
Yes, kite.
The name of your character is Kite.
Yes.
Can it be like, you know, like kite trapped in a tree?
It
Or
could be kite in the wind.
Kite in the wind.
that seems too obvious though for a
I'm
tabaxi.
Snow on the Mountain.
Right. But you're a fighter. You were. What is your class?
Rogue.
You're a rogue as
We're on a
well.
3 rogue now.
And Kite, you'll come up with the rest later.
Oh.
It's basic drawing. Dude.
And your Batman's Rogues Gallery archetype again was
Riddler.
Riddler. Oh, he was in the last one. He was great. Chris has Joker.
Yellow boy.
Lewis, you've got not
Two-Face.
Smoke on the Water.
I have Snow on the Mountain
Snow on the Mountain.
and Two-Face.
I'm in my elements, I have no lungs.
I should do that. I should take a D4 and anytime I have a decision, just roll it high-low, just like Two-Face would. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna.
Dylan, your character has a terrible name.
Oh, it's
Well, we actually
I like how you just.
Lion in the Pocket.
What's wrong with lying in the pocket?
There were. I think Brian calls him something different.
What's wrong with lying in the pocket?
I'm not picking on you.
No, no.
That's
I thought it would be
That's what we did. Let's see if it's
more thematic if it's lining in the pocket and the line.
Yeah, so I'm asking what's wrong.
And you're a wizard.
I see nothing wrong with it.
You're a wizard or a sorcerer?
Wizard.
Wizard.
He's a wizard, Harry.
Yeah.
Drop the highest and drop the lowest.
And Lion in the Pocket was based on
It's kind of like a lining.
Clayface.
Yeah,
Clayface.
because he's a trans
No, I like
something
it.
wizard.
He said
Top
it was a
card was
stupid
based
card. I'm like,
on
what's wrong with it?
Catwoman.
I like it.
Yep.
No, but Brian was calling him something different. Brian had a much more
Yeah,
insulting
Brian was the one
nickname.
being.
This is terrible.
Yeah, no, he
Weird
had
with
this-
it.
I can't remember either.
I can't either.
Your average should be 10.5.
I think I should just cut this one I had. I only had 1/6 of that.
I couldn't believe you were rolling D20s and getting that high.
That's what I've always rolled.
Oh.
Or Z20s.
No. You can use mine again. So that's 12, 11.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
I
7.
got 16 again.
These are rolling
They're rolling their stats.
14.
Well, you could also use the Santa Fe if you want.
That's not nearly as risky.
14.
I always like rolling. You want to come to hit point. I don't know. I like the.
Rolling hit points is very risky.
But I still like doing it.
Even at first level?
At any level. I mean, not first level. I take the like
Max hit
but
points plus
after
con.
second on, I always like to roll just to
That's bold. I appreciate that.
like. I don't know. It's just. I guess I grew up playing craps after I turned 21. I'm like, let's just roll the dice, man.
D&D players have historically not done well at Vegas.
I mean, you can also
Magic players do great. D&D players, not so much.
I'm fine with these.
Well, where I grew up, we had casinos. So when I turned 21, I started going until I left. And
On boats, or did you
no,
have
it's on the not on on
the Mississippi?
yeah, it's on the Gulf of Mexico.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we played craps and I played
It was
poker.
+2 for dex.
And every now and
Plus
then we
one for
play
charisma?
roulette. But I mainly like craps.
that's your
They don't do
plus-
craps here in
tabaxi
California.
raise.
But I can play
And then
poker.
usually a rogue wants dexterity.
Yeah, so I'm
But you do get +2 your dexterity for being a.
Yeah.
So wait.
So
what?
yeah. So what's your highest?
16.
So you'd
Tabaxi
have-
get
you'd have
+2
18
dex.
right off the bat for
I put it
dexterity.
here and it's 10.
Either one.
Standard rate numbers
Because
are
then on the
which will crush
first because now you put 4 up there as your dexterity. That would be your
I'll
lowest.
just use this. It's fine.
Alright.
So 15 plus 2.
And then you'll get a +1 to charisma also.
That's 17.
So if you want it to be even, then you got an odd number. Just throw that one down there.
Well, I'm going after the Riddler, so I would think I have a hard charisma.
I've never played a rogue, so I'm not sure exactly what would be a good. What stat should a rogue have good besides dex?
Oftentimes strength, right? Because they are going to be doing athletics. They are going to be doing combat stuff generally.
Constitution.
Yeah, Constitution is never a bad choice.
So I can do that.
They're pretty squishy. Are they D8s or are they D6s?
But they have uncanny dodge, right?
They do. Not right away. Though.
Not at first level.
Not when they need it the most. No. One of the sessions we were playing over the pandemic on Discord, we had first level, and he had us meet at a tavern to meet up.
So this is the one with that friend that died?
And I picked the fight. I was a monk, but I was playing him as Johnny Lawrence from Cobra Kai.
Of course.
So I ended up picking a fight with the bartender because he said something smart and I said something back.
Right.
And one of the guys that was brand new to our, like, he wasn't part of our nurture group, he was just a friend of the DM, and he's like, why don't you come play? The first fight broke out in 10 minutes. He got critted back to back and died. Not like you're like died. So you play that character
Like 30 minutes.
Yeah, didn't even get a chance to roll anything, and then he had to write up. And the guy didn't come back the next week. Like we never heard from him again.
I DM'd a kid's birthday party.
I was like, oh.
And I thought it was going to be like 6 kids at a table, but it turned out it was like 6 kids at a table, plus their little brothers and sisters, plus their family. So it was like 40 people playing D&D. I mean, it was just insane, right?
That is insane.
And so I got frustrated, so I threw, like, they were like 4th level or something, and I threw fire giants at them. Like 3 fire giants. And I killed, like, I forget what it was, Cody will tell you, but I killed like 15 characters in one round. It was so great.
The kids were crying.
I was just trying to weed the table so I could have a manageable table, you know? Unfortunately, one of the kids was the birthday kid. I didn't know which one was which.
You should pull back on that roll.
The D&D kid.
No, yeah.
Happy birthday. Life sucks.
Ain't the store coast wonderful?
Happy birthday to the ground.
I take Wonder Student.
The first time Cody DM'd, he killed TPK, like the whole party. We were like trying to storm a castle, and he had like some archers on the wall, and they just destroyed us.
I've actually never lost a character.
Oh, tonight's the night.
Maybe. I'm not mad. I'm kind of like, come on. Like, I'm not trying to die, but at the same time, I'm like, will somebody kill me?
Show me some risk.
Because I actually got...
You've never had a character die.
I had
To experience it.
I had a half orc barbarian get killed by, but they went back and got me and like brought me back to life in the time frame that they could do it. So I've never, like, I didn't have to re-roll them. So I had a peg leg for the rest of the adventure, but they ate his foot.
What happened with my character? I was also playing a warlock, was it? Draco?
Yeah.
I had a warlock and Draco. I missed Draco. Yeah, he was a good character. Probably why I like warlocks the most.
I played, the first time I ever played Dungeons & Dragons, I've been begging my older brother to let me play for months. They used to play on Boy Scout trips, right? And it was very old school D&D, right? Like,
First edition?
yeah. It might have been pre-first edition. Like, it was really old school. And they let me play. I was a wizard. Right? First encounter, I died.
Like completely?
And I went into a tent, and I cried.
How old were you?
I was like 3rd or 4th grade. I was very young, but I'm still embarrassed by it to this day. Literally, like, I was never been sadder in my life. Because I wanted to play like so
they
badly.
let you, and then you died, and it's like, no.
How we doing with character creation, guys? You guys got hit points in armor class and
Armor class is based off of, we're going leather armor, and then what's added to it?
dex.
Dex, okay.
So, what's the...
Well, the armor is an 11.
So it's 11 plus dex?
Plus the dex
So
modifier, right?
it's not much
Yeah.
improvement.
First time I played any roll dice game was in like 2001, 2002. I had played Magic like in the mid '90s, in middle school or whatever, but I did not
If
play
only
D&D.
you had known.
Yeah,
If
but
only we had known when we first played Magic.
I played.
Your hit
Yeah, if I would have saved all those cards.
Well, I didn't have good cards. I mean, I don't even remember what I had.
My
But
mom
I
had
don't.
bought them, and I think when I moved out, I left them. You know
I
what I
didn't know
mean?
that there's been a good card to bet. We didn't know.
No, there was no internet to look it up either.
We bet cards. Like, you lost cards when you
lost cards.
played.
Your hit dice is
I remember you
1d8.
telling me about that.
You lost card. You put. I'll bet this card versus this card. Done.
No, random. You flipped it over at the beginning of the
So it could be
game.
your best card, and they could be like a mana for them, and you're like, shit, I gotta win.
But we didn't know what a good. We
Yeah.
literally played with all the cards we had.
Yeah.
Like we didn't have like
Yeah, I know, it's like
optimized
that
60
early-
card
so
decks,
this
right?
is
Like
early Magic.
so like you were trading with your friends to try to get green cards because we all thought green was the best because it was creatures. Nothing else made sense.
Bubbled in, that's our proficiency.
I mean, it's early
Yeah,
Magic.
so
it's
it's a
early.
modifier
As a
plus our
tabaxi-
proficiency.
Oh, I got proficiency wrong, by the way. I was adding them both together and then doubling it. It's you don't just double and then add the other one in.
So it's a 6 on an 8.
Yeah, you were right.
So I just go from a 12 to a 10.
Yeah.
So you're gonna have to pick a few, but as a tabaxi, you automatically get.
Yeah, we played Vampire the Masquerade one night. It was friends that used to just get drunk.
Yeah.
And they were like, "You ever played?" I'm like, "No, but we're drunk." I'm
Goth
like,
kids?
"I'll play."
Were there
Yeah.
goth kids?
Yeah, some were.
which
And I was goth for a little
Yes,
bit too.
yes.
The black hair. I mean, I still wear.
You're all black all the
Like,
time.
it's my favorite color by far. You're gonna ask Tim. Anything I own, I wear it black.
Yeah.
I'm only wearing black until I come out with something darker.
Like, you know, anything. And so we played, and I thought it was cool. And then I stopped hanging out with it and stopped doing drugs.
Well, so,
and a friend of mine was like, I mentioned we played, and he was like, I play D&D. I'm like, what's that? He goes, the same thing.
Oh,
Just,
sorry,
and I was like,
athletics?
okay. And
So
then
it's on there.
I played for a couple years, and then I stopped because I moved.
Right.
And then I was talking to him about it, and he's like, I'd like to play. So that's how we found you out. And then the funny part is, when we got shut down here and we did it on Discord, we finished that campaign and I stopped playing because there was a guy that played that just drove me
It
crazy.
doesn't include your
I
proficiency.
didn't want to listen to him on the Discord. I can't remember his
See,
name.
some
He,
checks
I told my friend, the same
require
friend,
this
he's like,
alone, and then
me,
others
Zach, his
require
brother,
this
we
plus
play online on Discord. You should join us. And so we started playing with them. So we didn't miss but like a week.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so we
So
played
you
through
have
the
to
out the
pick
almost.
a few
Then
things that you want
our
to
DM
be
quit because he's got some mental health issues. He wants to get right, and we're just, we're supporting him and all. But
As a
so
tabaxi,
then we
you get
called
to,
y'all
as a rogue,
and to make sure y'all were still playing. And we showed back up.
I love
So
it.
4, okay.
Yeah.
And then
we like it. I mean, it's fun.
So
The best.
for rogue,
I
I picked
honestly,
deception,
when we first came, I didn't know what I was gonna
hand,
like it.
stealth. So
Like when I found out we had to do math.
Well, actually, I don't even pick stealth as
After my
rogue
first
now. I
session,
can
I
actually
was like,
add-
can't wait for
change
next
that over to
Wednesday. I can't wait for next week.
Well, at this table, we're pretty mellow on the math.
Yeah,
I mean,
no.
we're
But
in no
also,
hurry.
it actually reminded me of me myself. I was like, you like math? No. Do you like improv? No. But what if we put them together in this wonderful world of imagination?
No.
I'm in.
Maybe. You know, maybe. I'm still very maybe.
You son of a bitch. I mean, you got. What did you say about proficiency?
What is it?
What did you say about proficiency?
So I was doing expertise as proficiency bonus plus stat bonus or whatever it was, right? Double. And it's actually just the doubled and then you add proficiency on top of it.
So what's your proficiency?
So if like you have expertise,
You get perce-
right? It's gonna be, it's a special rogue
based
thing.
off of
Rogues have expertise in certain feats. You can take expertise in like acrobatics. And so you double your dex is 8 plus your proficiency bonus, which is 2, so 10.
because you get it with tabaxi.
Then I'll do.
Does that
So
make
then I
sense?
just transfer my modifier over to here, right?
I'm a level with you.
This
Okay.
I'm pretty stupid.
Yeah, no. Math is not for everybody, man. It wasn't invented for everybody. It was invented for people that needed to use it, right? We don't need to use math every day, so useless, right? So you have a proficiency bonus in acrobatics, right?
Yes.
What is it?
12.
Okay, so it's not 12.
It should be 10.
It should be 10.
Because I had it in stealth and mine was 12 and I had to knock it down to 2. so-
Wait. You have a 10 proficiency bonus? It could be that high?
Expertise, right? So you get 4 for dex.
Oh, if you have 4.
Doubled is
You
8.
have 18.
Plus
Yeah, I have
2.
18, and that's why it's 10.
Oh, dang.
So
So I have a 10 stealth,
That's huge.
so a plus 10 stealth. So
How did you get that?
Plus 10.
They're rogues, right? So they have expertise
Yeah.
in stealth. So they get double their
Oh,
proficiency bonus
okay.
plus their expertise, which is 2 more.
Right then, so I got a 10 acrobatics. Nice.
Yeah.
Okay,
good,
so
pretty
hold
good.
on. So that's where it's.
That's
That's
it?
where I'm still trying to figure things. Okay, so I'm
that
a
was
rogue, so
what tripped
I'm-
me up too. So
But we can let's can we start playing and we'll just use we'll figure those things out
Yeah,
when we
yeah.
get to them. We can stumble upon them.
But wait, I need to add the.
Do you have weapons? Do you have equipment?
oh, you need weapons.
Yeah, you're going with claws, short sword, and
Whoa, that's like default, right?
yeah. Well, you got
And
the
we're on
rapier.
first level.
Yeah.
So it really don't matter.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm gonna try one of these.
The whip.
Calista, are you equipped? You have hit points, armor class,
Yeah.
close enough,
What would
ready
the
to
Riddler
go.
use?
I mean, I don't see there's any.
Do you have
What
a
would the
map?
Riddler use that
Glenn, do you have a
Rogue
map?
could
Can you
use?
share your map with her so she can see it?
I don't know.
So you were basically hired by a professor of archaeology who was brought out to a dig to identify a giant gemstone.
This is her name, Dr. Dano. Darn? Yeah, Dano. Dr. Dano.
She identified it. She thought it was really unique. She'd never seen anything like it before. She came back and did some additional research where she came across an arcane tome that described it as being this egg of this horrible eldritch creature that erupts at midnight and destroys everything in its reach. She then contacted the dig site. She said, hey, leave it there. Don't bring it into town. They didn't listen to her because it's such an exciting... The Murkmire stone is such a great find. So they brought it in and they installed it in this museum. She broke into the museum and tried to steal it. She was captured. She lost her position at the university. She then reached out to an organization called the Golden Vault.
Yes.
Yeah.
The Golden Vault, which is like a
secret society.
Secret society that commits crimes when crimes have to be committed. So you got contacted by a handler who's a halfling woman, said, here, we've got this mission for you, go meet with this woman and figure out what she needs to do. You met with her, she told you, like, there's this gem, you gotta go figure out how to get it out, you gotta bring it to my office before midnight so that I can encase it in some kind of plasma so that it doesn't go supernova. Then, on that map, you guys spent the last week casing the joint. So downstairs, you have a pretty good understanding of what's going on down there. In the top right corner where it says stairs to basement where, in the back of that office, there are stairs that go out to a loading dock, which you guys have also tried to survey a little bit, which is in the back of the museum, there's a loading dock, double doors that slide up. The relic was brought in that way and then loaded on the second floor in the gallery where it's currently being shown.
A lot of guards.
There are guards and caterers. The museum is closing at 6. There's guards and caterers in the building. They've moved all the gemstones out of the exhibit space downstairs and are setting up chairs and things for a lecture tonight.
Before we actually begin I'd like to pause time and ask the group about my initial plan that I set I left in the text earlier this week. Anyone see it, or I didn't see any thoughts?
Oh, I didn't see any plan on the Discord.
Alright,
I created a new Discord channel for this adventure, so you may have put it in the old one, like the Rime of the Frost Maiden or one of the other adventures. So, and then I think we have some new players that may not be on the Discord, so maybe everybody see it.
Yeah,
one of the things they have done is when they were surveilling it, they went up to the roof basically and opened a door. There's a vent on the ceiling that they've opened, so there's currently egress in and out of the museum through the roof.
So,
The window is open.
The window, I've cranked it open. Yeah, you left it open. And you haven't done anything else in the museum, right? There's no other markings. You also, on the doors that go in and out of where the gemstone is, there's some kind of arcane lock or something on those doors. You're not exactly sure what they are, but there's definitely something arcane lock.
I know that it locks the room somehow.
Yeah.
Alright, my heist plan was at least one of us stealthily climbs up to the roof skylight hatch thing that he just mentioned. Maybe use, if I'm doing it, maybe use minor illusion and make sure that no one can see me. Or use that same skill if I'm inside. But anyway, one of us goes to the skylight. A few of us stay inside before it closes. Some of us create a distraction somehow, while the other uses the bag of holding to move the egg inside of it, and I replace it with an illusion. Then we just escape through the skylight using the rope the one who scaled the skylight lows to us.
You guys do also have, the professor gave you a bag of holding that contains formal attire. So tonight at 8 o'clock, there is a gala to be held where they unveil the Murkmire stone to the rich and famous of the town. That goes from 8 until 10, and then the stone explodes at midnight. Right now it's 5:45, so they're closing the museum from 6 to 8 to prepare for the gala, get the caterers in and all the rest of it. You're good?
Place the egg, maybe.
Yeah, the egg, you guys did get a look inside the gemstone exhibit space, and they had set a large podium up, but there was no the giant greenish egg Murkmire stone wasn't in place. So you think it was still being brought in through the loading docks when you guys were in there about an hour ago. 5:40-ish.
My plan was incorporated us waiting until they brought it in there and just leaving it and escaping it with it before the gala that you mentioned, but after they brought it up there.
All right, so it's 5:45. So the museum closes in 15 minutes. Snow on the mountain. You're sitting in a cafe across the street from the museum.
Yep.
What would you like to do?
Well, I don't think I should be. I'm like, I got decent stealth, but thinking is if stuff goes downhill, I'm the fighter. I need to be not the one holding the bag holding to try to run away with it, and not the one hiding. Like I should be the one like, I don't know, fighting. Yeah, like so it's like letting y'all make the plan, and then if shit goes south, I just start swinging, I guess.
You're the muscle.
Yeah.
You're bringing the muscle.
Yeah.
McKenna, you're sitting in a cafe across the street from the museum watching. The streets are getting a little bit crowded, so some people are coming out for dinner. It's around 6 o'clock. People are getting off work. Anything you want to do, plan before we get started? Or you have any questions? You understand? I mean, I'm not really clear on the exact time in which they want to execute this theft, but their plan seems to be some people hide in the museum, some people come in through the roof, grab the rock, run.
So you need a distraction, right?
That would be ideal, but that's if we're going through that with that plan.
We did notice one thing too when we were surveying the loading docks. I acted drunk and was talking to the one of the guys. He made a scream in the distance. The guy blew a whistle, and like guards came out with way more precision than we thought they would, and like searched the area. So we were also thinking about getting a couple whistles and just blowing them randomly to mess with them too, and like having them running from space to space instead of like trying to keep them busy or distracted too. So we were trying to find whistles to buy.
Correct. And
We got them already, I thought.
I think you've already purchased whistles. So everybody has
everybody should have
a whistle, a guard whistle.
Just a guard whistle.
They're gonna get through that door.
Alright. I'm trying to think if I should go into the museum and blow the whistle. What would be the best place?
Well, are we doing it before or after the gala? Are we doing it before or during the gala?
I'd say
I can always go in and distract everybody inside or create the scene.
Well, that's
I recommend we do it before the gala, after it closes.
Before the gala.
So half of us need to probably go hide inside if we can, and the other half can come for the roof.
well. What time? When's sundown?
Sundown is like 6:30.
6:30.
So you would have to go in there and hide for like 45 minutes before we got down there.
So it'll be dark. Someone can climb outside. Maybe not be seen.
And that be when the gala is going on?
Gala's at 8.
No, they want to do it before.
Oh, steal the egg before.
Why is everyone going down?
So then.
So we have tickets to the gala. So we could, and we have clothes for the gala. We can go into the gala.
But that's a lot more people.
A lot more people.
But at the same time, it's also a lot more people, which means we can use them as cannon fodder.
They're also going to be able to attack
So
us.
I was saying that we could steal it before the gala.
Yeah.
We could steal it during the gala.
After is the riskiest because there's a time
it's
frame
getting
we need to
really
get.
late.
Yeah, because she said if we don't get it back to her and give her enough time to like contain it, it could still hatch.
And how far
and kill
away is that?
everybody.
You're in a cafe,
But she,
which is kind of near the university.
Yeah.
She's in a building on the university, so about 3 blocks, but city blocks. So it is a little bit, maybe a quarter, half a mile. You know, it's a bit of a ways away.
Okay.
I can go ahead and hide in and see what.
yeah, you want to say half whoever wants to go hide and the other half will just climb? You should probably hide, Munchkin.
We need people who have very high stealth. Possibly high.
I got +4, so I think I should probably hide.
I got it.
Also,
Plus 4, that's it?
I got 10.
I think you're a rogue. You should have higher than that, I think.
I got a +10.
oh, then yeah, because
You have expertise in stealth.
You have expertise.
So you get
And then I'm also
+4, +4, +2.
And you're with me. You should have 10 too.
Alright, so then I'll attack.
I mean, if our fighter has 10.
So I've got 6. I've got 8 on stealth.
Force good.
I think it's pretty good.
I can hide inside. Plus, I'd already be in there shooting
Well, I
down.
think we need to decide
That's where it could be good.
Well, you're
if we
also a
want
wizard. I'm a
to
rogue.
hide people in there right now. This is
Okay,
closing.
that's probably kind of terrible. Especially.
There's also another route we could actually go now. When we were planning this, there was 3 or 4 of us. Now there's what, 8 of us? We could just march in there and just try to take it. Right at close. Just, what's up?
That's the fighter talking.
Yeah.
The plan, let me just review that plan. Just fight our way into the museum and steal it.
We were just there. We were just there and it wasn't in there.
Yeah, that's true. But we know it's in the down in the docks. We could blow the whistle.
We don't even know if it's in the docks. We just assume it's in the docks.
I mean, we don't know. It could be in those wagons.
Behind the door again, but it doesn't look like they're trying to snap through the door.
We can wait. But that's just it. If we wait, we try. That's the thing about doing it
Or it
before.
could be like it's still going to arrive.
Yeah,
Like,
that's the thing about doing it before the gala is we don't know if it's even in there yet. If we go to the gala during the gala with our tickets and all, we can lay eyes on it first and then be like, okay, it is actually here, right there. Somebody go over there. 2 or 3 of us go over there.
Right.
2 or 3 of us start a distraction. When nobody's looking, throw the bag of holding over it. Maybe have you next to it do a minor illusion to try to.
That's
and then,
what I was talking about earlier. We before the plan. My initial plan was go in there before the gala, but after they move the egg up there. They have to move the egg. They have to move the egg up there before the gala starts. So we just wait for them to do that. Quickly.
But that's hiding for so long, and if we get
For
caught
me,
before,
I suggest we just go to the
I
gala.
think we go to the gala.
During the gala, we create a big distraction.
Yeah.
And then the bag of holding.
We'll split the party, not far,
The
but
bag of
for
holding.
distraction.
Yeah.
It
It's close to what you were saying.
And then we leave.
If we're doing it in the gala, there's hundreds of witnesses all around. How the heck are we going to do that? We can't distract 100 people at once.
Is it a masked gala?
It is not a masked gala. Unfortunately. It would have been better if it was a masked gala. Unfortunately, this is just a standard rich person gala on a Thursday
Is
night.
it during the pandemic? Can we wear it?
The egg itself is like
Callista, do you have any thoughts? Are you prepared?
I'm down to do whatever anyone else, what you guys decide to do.
Okay, so the current discussion points are: should we attempt to steal the egg, the rock, before the gala, during the gala, or after the gala? Is kind of what we kind of have a general plan, which is grab the rock, put it in the bag of holding, get it through the skylight, get to her office. So we've got that part of the plan, I think. When do they execute the plan is kind of the question. And the question is, we could go now, but we're not sure the rock is there. We could go during the event, but we think there's going to be a lot of people around, which is pros and cons. Or we can try to go after the event, but then we don't have a lot of time. And we might have to hide in the museum longer, and there's other challenges.
We can always lower people in from the window, so we just got to hide up there on the roof first. And then once we see that they pulled in the egg, we can just quickly rush in, steal it, and rush out.
We could go before and then just infiltrate as people working the gala.
I tried, didn't really work all that well.
Most of the museum guards know each other, so there's problems with that. The caterers, which are moving stuff in and out, are all kind of like a hired crew that does catering a lot, so they kind of know each other as well. But there is probably he did attempt to integrate with the caterers. He had a poor rule, so there might be a chance to pretend to be a caterer, for sure. The guards, though, would be a little bit more difficult.
The other thing that I suggest is that 1 or 2 people could hide upstairs, but in the attic. Everybody else goes to the gala normally. And maybe there's like a chance for those 2 people to just grab the egg. Maybe there's an opening.
At this rate, I think I'm just going to go stealthily trying to scale down a wall, get to the window, and just hide there with a little tarp of a minor illusion on top of me.
All right, so it's like 5:45 right now, so it's still daytime. The sun is setting. Do you want to wait until it's dark?
How long?
We think around 6:30, so in about 45 minutes.
And when is the
8 to 10 is the gala.
All right, so I'll have another 2-hour window then.
Right.
All right, I'll do that.
So in the cafe, everybody. So the plan, as I understand it, is we're gonna wait for the sun to go down. Some people are gonna sneak into the building. Then at 8 o'clock, we're going into the gala. Continue surveilling, and then decide what to do there. Either steal it then, or wait until the gala ends and do something different. Everybody on
I
board?
don't think we can wait till the gala ends. Because I think
Yeah,
the lock will be
definitely.
on.
All right. So it is now 6:30.
Yep.
6:30.
I'm gonna stealthily scale
Sundown.
and hide.
Okay. At the museum has closed. You've seen people come out of the museum. There are 2 guards standing in front of the museum. Right. These are guards that you've seen earlier inside the building. Right. So these are normal staff. And 6:30, you're gonna go sneak out and try to climb up the building. You want to go in side wall, front wall, back wall?
One with the least amount of the possible observers.
Probably the alley, right? So you know that there's an alley behind the building and you can scale the wall there. Would anyone like to go with Dylan's character, whose name is...
Lining the pocket line.
Yes, Lion of the Pocket. So you're going to sneak up on the roof before the gala begins.
Yeah. I'll
So
go
6:30-ish. Okay. So I need 2 rolls. I need a stealth check, but it's a very easy DC.
Are you a rogue?
See,
I forgot.
He is.
He is.
I got 16.
16 is good enough.
Nat 20.
Nat 20 is fantastic enough. So you guys, he walks out of the bar and
They're like, where the
disappears.
hell
And
did
you
he
go
go?
like, where did that guy go? So you quickly go to back to the alley,
just here.
and now I need. You guys both are tabaxi, right? So you have climb speed, so you're able to climb up, no problem, right? There's no problem climbing the wall. The question is, do you want to try to be stealthy when you're climbing the wall? Do you want to do another stealth check climbing the wall? There's no one out here, so you could probably just go right up the wall if you'd like.
Safe to sorry.
Okay.
Yeah. Would I have advantage with my minor illusion on top of me?
You're gonna cast.
Yeah.
What are you casting?
Minor illusion. The cantrip.
And
Just make it so that it looks like I'm not there.
that's invisibility. That's a different spell.
Yeah, I know. I mean, like the more like a hazy area.
Okay, you can't move the minor illusion, right? It's a small thing that doesn't move. Good to see you.
You're right. Never mind.
So
Okay.
so you're gonna just so and you guys are able to scale the wall, no problem. You're up on the roof, army crawl across the roof. You're sitting at the trapdoor, waiting.
Now I'm gonna make it.
Do you guys have any way to communicate with the guys on the roof?
You and me got thieves can't. What's the range on that?
Visual.
It's visual.
yeah.
You gotta be able to see.
No, we don't have any.
The rogues, you guys all speak thieves' cant, which is like a language that you can use to communicate with people. It's like a
And he gave
special
it to
sign
me
language.
for some
I
reason
can
too.
use
when I'm
the
not
minor
rogue, so I can
illusion
speak it with y'all,
to
but
make
no other non-rogue
sound
can.
come from places. So
Okay, so you're preparing to make distraction on the roof.
I can.
You should have a whistle.
7 o'clock.
You don't whistle.
Anyone want to do anything before 7 o'clock?
Actually, how?
Have a shot. No, I'm kidding.
7 o'clock, a large wagon, but this looks like those earlier wagons were smaller. This looks like serious wagon, like bank wagon, like serious thing. Rolls up in front of the museum. 2 more guards and Elena Alda come out of the main entrance, greet the wagon, talk to the guys in the thing, and a huge box is unloaded. This box is like 10-foot square.
Should we just go now?
So I want to be
I think
like
we should possibly try and hijack
far
the,
away.
Hijack the. Yeah.
I'm wondering if we should blow the whistle, see what happens.
Yeah.
So you guys are sitting in a cafe watching them clearly what looks like unload the Murkmire stone into the museum.
I guess I could do the scream again. With
You guys are cowering and hiding on the roof, so you're not actually seeing this. You're up on the roof, by the trapdoor. This is happening off the edge down to the street level.
I thought that one of us could be watching watching inside using the skylight while the other of us watches.
Right, but looking through the skylight, you just see into the storage room. It doesn't actually see out onto the street.
Oh, okay.
The skylight there's honestly just a room full of boxes and memorabilia, museum memorabilia.
So the skylight doesn't even show us if it's in there. Okay.
No, from the skylight you just see the attic room.
Okay. Then I guess one of us needs to sneak in there.
So this is in the back of the museum.
No, this is in the front. They're loading from the front.
Oh, I thought they were going to the...
No, they did not go to the loading docks. They pulled up in front of the museum. They got out this huge box and they're carrying it. There's 4 guys plus 2 guys from the cart come out of the thing, so there's 6 people trying to carry, and they're struggling to move this thing. But they are moving it up the stairs slowly.
I played the 2/3 of Metal Gear Solid.
Wait, it's already inside the building now?
They're about halfway up the stairs.
Great 2/3 though.
It's missing
Alright, it's already in the building now.
Everybody good?
It's really good. They gotta take us
It would have been really convenient if we could just hijack the.
They open the double doors at the top of the stairs.
I blow a whistle as loud as I can.
You blow a whistle.
I blow the whistle as loud as I can.
I'm gonna start walking towards the cart that just pulled up.
Okay, so you swing out of the bar and head to the cart.
I swing out ahead behind the car where they can't see me, but blow the whistle.
Okay, so you start blowing a whistle.
I said, do you need any help?
You're running out of the bar like, do you need help? Is your plan? Okay, so what? So you walk to the guy who's at the wagon and you say,
They get away with a lot of crap because everyone likes them. Yeah.
You want to see a magic trick?
he leans over and he says, "Sir, I am working. I would love to see your trick later, but I think you've been drinking. I just saw you come out of the pub. Maybe you should go back to the pub or perhaps return home to your wife."
So I just saw the movie Puss in Boots.
Okay.
With my kid.
I have not
I
seen
start
it.
doing the big cat eyes because it seemed like everything in that
You
movie.
drop into super cute mode. Super cute mode. All right, so that would be like, I mean, I don't know what you're trying to persuade him to do, but you're just going for like just a straight charisma check.
Do you roll on your stomach?
I'll give you because the sunset is, it's the twinkling of the starlights in the early dusk. I'm going to give you advantage on your charisma check.
Yes.
What do I roll in?
That's
2d20.
2d20 plus your charisma. Take the high one.
2d20?
Yep,
And
take
then
the high
you take
one.
the high one, which is
Oh, we've made a house rule.
No,
Cocked
okay.
dice count.
That's
So-
fine. I got a 17. So.
and what's
17
17 plus 1.
plus 1, so you get an 18. So he looks over and he's like, "Oh."
Is he by himself?
At that moment, what? I'm not sure I understood what you were doing. You're just running out of the bar, hand up.
I was wondering if I could help them carry the load.
So you're heading up the stairs to see if you can assist in loading.
Yeah, because I'm very excited about this whole thing. I'm ready for the gala.
Oh, you're a
I want to see it before everyone else sees it.
You're a fan of archaeology. It's just a big fan of archaeology.
Huge fan.
Okay, so you're heading up the stairs. As you head up the stairs, you hear this maniac start blowing a whistle behind the wagon.
What?
Right, blowing the whistle? Okay.
I don't notice that.
When he blows the whistle, the guards on the stairs carrying the box start moving more rapidly into the museum, and two guards who you've seen before. One is the protocol-minded halfling, and the other is... It's the Billy Quartermile, the protocol-loving halfling, and it is Manova Wumpelstocking, who is the very serious gnome who loves a good pun. She was behind the check-in desk when you got... They both come running out of the museum carrying crossbows. So they come out with armed crossbows on the stairs, taking like a very kind of aggressive position. Alan Alda is looking around crazy, like what's going on, right? She's going to make a perception check. So she, in her elven intelligence, gets a 12, which is not enough to realize that she's seen you before in the bathrooms earlier. So she doesn't recognize you, but she's also like, hurry, hurry, something's going on. And another person steps out of the wagon and is standing like 10 feet from you.
Okay.
What do you do?
I'm like, did y'all see that? And I'm pointing somewhere else.
What? What do you see?
I said over there.
And he looks over there and there's just nothing and you're just pointing in the street.
Yeah, and just walk around the wagon.
And you start just walking around. He's like, "Sir, you've raised the alarm. Did you notice anything? Is there danger?"
I put the whistle up, so I'm like, what are you talking about?
Oh, you didn't make it obvious that you were just blowing the whistle. Oh, so it's unclear you were the whistleblower.
Yeah.
I blew
Gotcha.
and immediately put it in my pocket.
Give me a deception check to get away with that.
What?
20.
Oh yeah. Did you see someone blow a whistle?
Yeah. Like, I thought I heard it over there.
Oh, so he'll go over in that direction and explore that area. You're there as they're hustling in.
But yeah, these people with crossbows are coming out.
Correct. And they see you on the stairs and they're like, "Sir, we need you to step back."
Okay.
You hear shenanigans going on at the... You hear this whistle and these people yelling.
I'd like to go into the storage room, trying to spy in the area where the egg is, and pretend I'm like a
So are you familiar with the map? Have you looked at the map?
I have, yeah.
All right. So when you drop into the storage room, right, you still have a stairwell to go down to put you in the bathroom area, and then from the bathroom area, you got to enter the museum to be near the Murkmire gemstone, right?
I was right.
You're on the third floor, basically. The museum starts on the second floor.
All right, I want to head towards where the egg would be and try to hide in plain sight using.
Okay, so you drop into the museum and start heading down the stairs towards the bathroom.
Yeah.
So I'm in the cafe right now. And I'm just
You're in the
watching.
cafe, right? You see these maniacs just
You're in the cafe?
She never ran out into the streets.
We're all in cafe.
Oh, you in the
You
bar?
were all in the
yeah, the
cafe.
bar.
They snuck up on. They're hidden on the roof.
He's
Yeah,
on
there's
the
a-
roof.
They're
There's a-
standing in the streets.
I just stare. What? What happened to the plan?
We
Then
lost
I
it.
walk out and be
We
like,
threw it away.
Just shaking your head in the streets as these. And there are people that are noticing, like, why are there all these tabaxi here all of a sudden? It seems a little odd. She's now walked out of the cafe, so now you're sitting there. It looks like they may have stuck you with the check.
Nice.
I think I'll wait and then just be a regular patron.
Okay.
In the gala. Keep an eye on the regularness.
Okay, so your plan is to go to the gala at 8.
Yeah.
Okay,
Unless I'm contacted about it.
I gotcha.
You probably won't be. Based on
So you drop in there, you head down into the lavor, like where the bathrooms are. At the end of the hall, you see that there's a guard posted.
Okay. Does he look like he's going to be moving anytime soon?
Probably, right? He's probably on patrol of some kind, but he seems to just be standing there.
Okay. Have I heard any, or have I heard the egg come into the its display room yet?
No.
Okay.
The doors to the museum and the display room are there's a giant stairwell in between, and then 2 gallery spaces.
Okay. Is the okay? So, can I? Is there anything I can disguise myself if I get into the room? As using. Can I? Is there anything I could disguise myself inside the egg room?
I don't know. You're currently standing in a hallway with a guard at the end of it.
Did I remember anything like that though?
I don't know.
Okay. I guess I'll just create a creaking noise from away from where I'm going. Try and lure the guard away.
So you're standing in a hallway. There's a guard at the end of the hallway. You just came down some stairwells at the other end of the hallway.
Yeah. I don't think I can sneak past the guy. So but actually, I'm going to try and sneak past him while also making a.
So you just start walking down the hallway towards the guard.
I first want to distract him with the minor illusion.
So you start casting a spell.
Yeah.
Okay, make a stealth check.
13.
Was that a 1?
No, I got that.
Excellent.
And then with stealth, that's the 17.
All right, so he turns and sees you standing in the hallway. Sir, the museum is closed, and he starts approaching you.
I guess I'm doing a.
Sir, I'm going to have to ask you to leave the museum. Another guard starts walking down the hallway. They start escorting you out of the museum.
Charisma check, I guess. See if I can't persuade them that I'm one of them. I do have the uniform on.
They're cute eyes. Hit him. Hit the Puss in
I'm
Boots.
going to try and persuade them that I'm one of the caterers. I've got a
You tell them you're a
uniform on.
caterer.
Yeah.
Okay, roll.
15. And charisma 16.
Sir, the caterers have already left. You need to leave the building now. And they're escorting you out the main entrance. They basically are dragging you down the stairwell. You see a large box being carried up the stairwell as they drag you down and escort you out. One other thing you notice is as you walk out the museum, there's some strange arcane glow by the doorwell. So earlier when you were coming in and out of the museum during the day, the entryway looked very normal, right? Like a normal kind of cobblestone entryway. As you're walking out, there is some kind of glow or arcane weave going on around the entryway that you had not noticed before. But as you're standing outside the museum, you see them escort your friend out of the museum.
While I'm passing by, may I make an Arcana check to figure out what that
Absolutely.
is? Okay, so that's 10 with Arcana 14.
Yeah, you're not sure. It looks like some kind of security measure would be your best guess, based on the lock spell you saw upstairs, but there's definitely something here.
Yeah, that's pretty obvious.
Yeah, you're not sure what it is. You're not seeing enough of it as they drag you out, though.
Okay.
They take him out, loading into the wagon, wagon's going off, doors are getting closed.
Wait, they put him in a wagon?
No, they just brought him outside the museum and released him.
Before the wagon takes off, I'm still got that driver.
Yes, you've got him very distracted with your
I can do
cuteness.
something really stupid right now and see what probably cause a major distraction if you want.
Go for it.
Yeah, we need a
All right,
distraction.
I'm gonna attack the guard or attack the driver.
So you
I'm gonna stab him.
you're gonna draw your rapier and attack this guy.
Why not?
So the street is crowded, right? There's people coming and going from work, going out to dinner.
Yeah.
Okay. Attack roll?
I'm assuming people are gonna probably try to run in, and that gives them a chance to get inside.
And once I get out of here, I'm going to change costumes real quick. Make it look like I'm
I
someone
think
else
you
again.
better say something like,
And
did you say psst, something like that?
You could thieves can't. The rest of us.
So I get a 1. Oh, and it's a sneak attack. So,
Sneak attack.
So it's a 1d8 plus the 1d6.
Sneak attack.
You gotta hit first, D20.
Oh, that's right, d20.
Don't put it in
No. So the rule, the official rule at the table is, we're tired of floor dice and cocked dice. So if you roll the die, you have to come back with a number. If it's cocked, then you just pick which one looks good to you.
Okay, but we roll on 2, right?
No,
You
you're.
should,
Or is it
you should be
1d?
cocked all the time.
If cocked is not a bad thing sometimes, but I'm expecting some honesty out of you guys.
So 1d20?
Wow.
1d20
It's a
to
bold
hit.
statement there.
Sure the hell did not.
So you're in full cuteness mode. In fact, walk me through it. I'm not sure I understand what happened here. Walk me through what happened.
Just a swipe.
Yeah.
Just miss.
I just swiped and just did this and completely dropped my my rapier.
So you like throw a rapier in the street, and he's. I mean, I don't even know what would you expect him to do? How should he respond?
I don't know. At least it got him distracted a little.
He's distracted. I mean, he's
I don't
very.
know where the rapier is flying. He's gonna hit. You did say
Sitting in the
sprouted.
cafe, you see a rapier fly by.
Kind of reminds me of my first attack roll last time.
Yeah, it's not. Get those out of the way early.
Hey.
He though he's not intimidated by you, and he's not really clear what that was. So he's just like, "Sir, excuse me, but we're gonna have to finish unloading and be on our
I
way."
just turned back around and go grab my rapier and walk out. With my tail between my legs.
Hunched over like super sad.
You're on the stairs. They're asking you to please move down the stairs. You see him getting dragged out of the museum.
That's okay. I'll move down the stairs.
You move down the stairs. You move
after
down the
getting
stairs.
changed outside the building, I'll probably try and sneak my way back up. Where I can.
You're changing. What are you changing?
I'm changing outfits.
You're switching into clothes. You're on the roof. You see Alda and the two guards that dragged him out chatting as they kind of walk back into the museum. She's looking very concerned, right? As you're in your lurch up there, listening quietly, you hear someone come into the room where you were. The storeroom that you saw him drop into maybe 10 minutes earlier. They look around and they're like, "Oh my gosh!" And then you hear calling for help. You hear more guards up the stairs. The window is closed and locked. Right, there's a padlock. You see them apply the padlock, and that is now closed to you guys.
Did they see him up there?
They don't see him. He's hiding on the roof, right? He's just paying attention, but he watches the window get closed and locked.
Fucking damn it, guys.
Now we need to unlock that freaking thing again.
All right, so it's now 6:30-ish, 7 o'clock.
Yeah, he just got locked.
Because the guards called him upstairs, the only way he could have came in was through the attic, so they went after they kicked him out to explore.
Yeah,
They
I was
saw it.
wondering what he was doing in the.
I pretended to be a caterer, so they shouldn't have figured out I was.
It's the only way you could have came. So of course they'll go.
No,
look.
if I'm one of the staff, then
They still would have went
walked
up.
right in the front door.
Yeah, but they still.
7 o'clock.
But you're in the attic.
He's on the roof.
On the roof.
I'm the only one actually doing something close to the guy.
I thought that
They're following the plan too. The ladies are following the plan. As always, it's the guys that are just like, "We'll do that, I promise." I attack.
Oh, fine.
You realize that this campaign is 13 heists. We're going to have to get a lot better at this. Right, I'm giving you this one because it's first level.
Hey, it's successful. It doesn't matter what we did between.
And your
the
strategy's not
beginning-
changing. You're just you're just attacking.
No, I'm not attacking yet. I'm just saying, like, we're not.
Okay, 7:30. Lights go on outside the museum.
I love that one.
There is a banner announcing the Murkmire stone that's lit up. The doors are swung open. There are footmen, so these are I don't know if you recognize these guys, but they're definitely dressed in livery, right? They're more dressed up than they were earlier, right? They're in fancy footman kind of guard attire, stationed at the door, and there's also two people with, you know, kind of clipboards and headsets out on the stairwell. And they're kind of waiting for people to start arriving. They're chatting with each other, but the doors are now open. Yes?
Can I peek into the window to see if anyone's in the attic?
Yes. So you army crawl over, peer down, empty. Dark.
Okay, so the gallows starting now or no?
Starting-ish, right? It's starting-ish. They're starting to admit people to the gallows.
Okay, I'm trying to pretend I'm a guest then. I'm just in the
I want to pee before the battle.
I'm going in.
Battle? You mean the heist? It's not a battle.
I mean, yeah, heist.
I will try to do the movie. I'll use my claws to create a hole into the glass.
Can you, what class are you? Are you a thief?
I'm an arcane trickster.
You're a rogue. You should be able to pick the lock.
It's locked on the inside. There's a padlock that secures the...
However, I think the hinges are on the outside.
Yeah, but if I break the hinges, wouldn't I fall free or something?
No.
Maybe you can
It's like a glass... It's about the size of this table, and it's glass, right? And so this side opened up. And then when they saw you guys, they closed it back down, and there's a padlock inside. So you got... And it's spired a little bit like this. This side cantilevers up, cantilevers down. There's a lock on the inside of it down here.
Yeah, inside.
You're gonna go up to it where the lock is and attempt to... Okay, so I have no idea what kind of roll that is. I'm gonna say that's like a dexterity attack roll against the glass. If you get under a 15, you just break the whole thing.
Oh, that's gonna make a noise.
No, how about under? How about under a 12, first level?
Okay.
DC 12, right? So under a 12, the whole glass just shatters. Over a 20, and you successfully open it, or you successfully cut a circle in the glass.
Oh!
What's your modifier?
For what? Dexterity?
Dexterity attack roll.
4.
Okay.
So you have an
that's
18, 16.
16.
16. So you start etching into the glass, and you're definitely carving and cutting it, but it's much more difficult to do this than you think in your claw. You realize you need to spend some time sharpening your claws. Like, if this is going to be your move, you got to do better. You can try again.
Okay, I have a question now about the door. Is it like the table where it's like wood in the cross and just individual window?
Yeah, it's like 2 panes of glass on each side. So there's 4.
I'll break the pane. I'll just
You're
start
gonna smash it in right now.
Start beating it.
All right, so yeah, smash the glass.
Fuck you, man. All right, I will wait a little bit to see if anyone comes rushing in.
All right, back up.
Yeah.
All right. Okay.
No one came in?
No one's come in.
I'll peek my head down just to make sure.
Okay.
No one coming in?
No one's coming in.
I'll start working on the lock.
Okay, so now you're upside down picking the lock.
Why are you picking the lock? You already put the window.
In case that the bigger people are coming. I mean, he's a.
Can we fit through the pane? Or
Yeah, it's 2 pieces of glass, like it's about the size of this table.
Small. Okay,
Hey,
so,
you said the pane's like the size of this table. We all can fit through it. You don't have to worry about doing the lock anymore after you break the glass.
can the biggest person in our party
alright,
fit
sorry.
through the?
Yeah, you're all tabaxi.
Oh, wait.
Okay.
Don't
never
be to
mind.
me like it's alright. You fucked up the plan.
I wasn't the first one out there, and I didn't throw a weapon. I didn't throw a weapon.
All right. He is now changing into gala clothes and heading over with the ticket. Gala clothes.
Yes.
Gala clothes. Okay, so you guys look fantastic. I mean, really.
I mean, we look fantastic before we're cats.
Here's another opportunity for us to express our creative side. Please draw a picture of your cat in its costume.
I cannot draw like
Yeah.
I can't draw.
You saw the logo contest last week, right?
Yeah, I lost.
Yeah. You won the logo contest, didn't you?
I won. I got
There's a logo. We have a logo for the museum. I think it was it this one that won?
No.
No, that was mine.
This one?
Yes, that's mine.
Yeah, so this was the official logo. This was Brian's attempt at a logo. It did not win.
Do I still have to draw my cat since I'm just
Well, or just show me something about the finery that you're wearing into the gala. Like if you've got a special hat. Yeah, you don't have to draw. You don't have to draw. You can if you'd like to. It is for inspiration.
No, I suck at drawing.
Well, I already had an inspiration.
Yeah, you can't. And inspiration doesn't stack. If you win, you can give it to someone else.
Inspiration.
Do you have inspiration?
Yeah, I won. Remember?
Oh, you won last time.
That's how it works, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you get to keep it till you use it. You can also give your inspiration to someone else.
You sharing.
Sharing is gross. If I see Puss in Boots with those big eyes, man, I'm gonna penalize you. Is that exactly what it is? That's your whole. Is that for the entire campaign? That's gonna be the move.
I look exactly like my cat.
Oh, that's a beautiful cat. Is that like a Christmas outfit, or is your cat often wearing bow ties?
Oh, he wore it until he shredded it.
Yeah, bow ties are cool.
Look on it, it's got dice and dragons.
I can't see my dog.
Let me find the
My
actual
vision
picture.
is so bad.
This is just a screen scroll. Let me find the actual picture so you can see it. If I